come here, we want to meet the mayor.
Please don't take pictures.
We have a petition we are presenting. So
Please don't take pictures.
where's the reception?
I'm not going to attend to you if your camera is not on.
We cannot do without the journalists. We issued you a notice here last week, and it is upon that notice that we are presenting this petition. We want to meet the mayor.
You can talk to the spokesperson. The next door there.
The next door here. The door is locked. Yes, good morning. I'm calling Mr. Beach. Last week I presented a notice to serve the mayor our petition. So I want to move to the office of the mayor.
It's down there as you enter the reception. They will direct you from down.
It's down.
Yes. This is office of the council.
And it is these people who are directing us here.
No, down.
Registry.
Good morning. Job petition, City Council, Chabit Carlo, new notice. You presented the petition money charity. So, you the office of mayor, come there and we're you. So, this is a copy of the presented last week. The office was notified. Presenting you this petition. And maybe we'll continue with the work as we get to us there. That is your copy.
Who are these persons who decide?
Not everybody has a national ID. Some don't have. But they're Ugandan.
I'm Big Dennis Awio, the chief petitioner, the last one down there. You acknowledge you. Yes,
Or-
yes, it's fine.
We could wait for him tomorrow when he's in the office then.
Tomorrow we have other schedules. It's just we receive on his behalf. Because you work in the same office, you forward it to him. And I would love if you could, maybe if you have handled some of the issues, you could even address us and tell us what the City Council has done so far.
I think before I receive, let me just share it with him.
Yes,
Advise
it's fine.
It's okay. You know, there are so many methods, so methodologies of handling situations. One is this, and in most cases, for me, I used to understand that we could always have a demonstration where things have failed to work out completely. But in this instance, and to my knowledge, I know as a city, we are putting all efforts to ensure that we manage garbage within the city. And that's why we've gone to the extent of doing managing garbage through the private-public partnership, and we've subcontracted our contractors for City East and City West to help us manage garbage. And to us, this was working very, very well, given the fact that the community had complied to at least ensure that they manage the garbage within their own business areas or within their domestic residences, and then they were in close contact with our contractors, of course, on daily basis. It depends on how they've made arrangements so that the garbage be picked either on weekly basis, daily basis, or depending on the agreement. And this was working very, 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 very well with us. But now there are instances where we have garbage that have not been collected by our contractors because of some few elements that have proven non-compliant to what the city has proposed, and it's working. Those are instances where we have people dumping garbage at dark spots, at drainage lines in the night without our knowledge. And our concern has always remained, who takes charge now of this garbage that do not have owners? So as City Council, we had also proposed our contractors should come on board so that we first of all clear off the heaps that do not have owners. And then we had proposed, we wanted the contractors to work very closely with LC1 structures, because these are the people who know every household within their jurisdiction. And it's through them that we channel messages to reach to the grassroots communities. And if a particular area is not, garbage is not properly managed, then our questions goes to
both the contractor and then the residents.
And then the residents, to the leaders at the grassroots. This is the LC1 structure that are charged with responsibility of ensuring that every household complies to the policy that City Council has deployed to manage garbage. It is only very unfortunate that at certain times it's hard for us to identify those who dump garbage on drainage lines and at dark corners. But we are also working out tirelessly to ensure that we call them into books and we identify them, find them and call them so that we can talk to them, and they leave such habits. It's really, it's the one which is making us to fail in this area. Otherwise,
with us we have suggestions. If you call us for a sit down,
we work through consultations with the people that we give services to, and given this opportunity, I know it's going to be very important to us to call you on board so that we sit and discuss certain things that we could have not been doing properly. It would be of great help to the city. Yeah, we welcome you.
You are very ready. We are even open. We shall come and discuss to see how to move forward.
It's okay.
And get there.
It's okay. Yeah, this is
so we are very thankful for what you have done so far this morning. We are looking forward when you call us and then we sit and discuss. In the petition there, we have given you our demands. Some of those demands will also call for us to come and work it out together with you. We read through, then you discuss, then you give us a call. The issues we have raised in the petition is that most of the drainage channels out of these newly constructed roads by the Use Me project, most of those slabs are broken, and it has been silted. The silt has already blocked it, and even there are places like around the bus park, around Jogland, most of these places where people are operating these small eating houses and saloons, they are pouring their impurities from the businesses.
Those are the things.
Those are the things blocking the drainage channel. So when it rains, when there's a heavy storm, these channels, because they are blocked, they come and flood in some places. You know, like that entrance to York Lane on Norigi Road, that place near Karo floods. Then there's that runabout near Finca Bank. It is also floods. Now they have just put some gravels. I don't know how they call it, this corridor, right? They have just put it there because it was flooded completely. Then there's this part near Chukatat, when you go down from Alco Bookshop down there. It also flooded because it's silted. Then there's this part of pipe near Konakulala. When it rains, it's completely flooded. One side of the road is completely flooded. It is only people who are driving who can move there peacefully. But
even on that, there's also this part here in New Generation. When it rains, you cannot cross to Kasaba.
And with us, we are first talking of these ones which are really constructed. So we are seeing there are people who are very responsible on how they are working on this one. Then another issue which we are really so much aggrieved with is the corridors behind the shops, especially that one on Bor Avenue, behind housing finance coming down to now bookshop. It's completely not attended to. The bushes are overgrowing. The garbage, the capera, everything is there. It has been there for months. Nobody is attending to them. I think these people who stay in the buildings, with them they only attend to their buildings and the front part. Behind there, nobody takes care of it. Then there are places where, if the city authority was working with the community, they would have worked on it, like with the landlords. Like that building of the Bayindi, opposite to Meme and Stanbic. You have seen the bushes which have overgrown there. Then there's that empty plot next to Good News Hotel. It is overgrown there. Then the slabs have all been broken. There was a day I got your own road gangs working in front of Joko Kulo house. They were the ones breaking the slabs, taking away the wires which are in the slabs. I don't know what they're going to do with the wires.
The road gangs?
Yes. I got them. They were putting on the overalls, I think from City Council. I don't know whether they have been contracted, but they have overalls which are blue, which they were putting on.
So what do you want the City Council to do?
I want the City Council to come with an enforcement measure to see that these channels are not blocked by people who are disposing irresponsibly, and also we want us to work together and see that people become responsible around their community. Because you see, when you have a very unhealthy environment, it is a human rights violation. And with us, we look at the City Council who are responsible to us that they are not doing their right mandate.
How is this affecting you as residents?
As residents, we are thinking there's if there is to be an infection like outbreak of cholera or this one, dysentery, the whole town will be finished. That is our fear.
Have there been some initiatives, or this is yet the first time you are trying to raise? Okay,
the initiatives we had was just posting on social media, but we have seen the city authority is not acting so much on the social media. That is why we have taken a formal step of writing a petition, and then we want to work together with them so that we see the way forward and we move.
If they don't.
And there are also areas which we have outlined. If the contractors have been, the City Council has given out some contracts. These contractors are not reaching other places. Like Odokomit, nobody is reaching there. There's only somebody called Don City Council, who have named him Don City Council. He's the one who takes on private individual arrangement. He takes and dumps on Wikula Yap. Then there's a part in the railways. There are people who go with this tuk-tuk in the night, they go and dump rubbish there. Then I think parts like Borbora, Moja, those other places are also not being attended to. But our focus right now is on the central business area here in town.
So what is this group of yours called, and then how many members are you?
We are just called concerned citizens. Though me, I'm a human rights defender. And when I see human rights violation, I come in. Okay. So I'm just leading them so that we can have our human rights not violated by the City Council, who are mandated to take care of the cleanliness and hygiene of the city.
Should the city fail to respond to you or to call you for an engagement, are there certain things you plan to do afterwards? So
there are measures we have put down there. if we have said if there are no ordinances on the enforcement of these issues of garbage management, they should come up with an ordinance in like 3 months' time. If they don't do it, we shall move another step. Another step, we can mobilize the community to demonstrate. We can make more harsh measures to get the city authority to act.
Okay. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry to say that this is the first time I'm receiving such a very constructive feedback that is informing us. Since we entered into the public-private partnership with and we deployed contractors to do work at City East and City West, we are not yet received to this extent. And this is really giving us an impression that if we thought we had done enough, no, we haven't yet even gone halfway to what we had planned to do. So by the fact that you've mentioned the next sub-counties that contractors are not reaching, yes, this could be true, but to some extent we have contacts. We have people who call them and they go and take garbage and they channel them. But those who dump at the wetland areas, I think these are not part of us. I strongly...
They were sent by the community and they're just trying to help the community. And there are unscrupulous people in town who keep their garbage during the day, at the night, then they send them because they don't want to pay the contractors.
Such are the acts. And this one, such acts makes me say that. Let us take garbage management as part and parcel of our responsibilities as citizens. Let us not leave it that city authority is going to manage each and everything. Let us take it by ourselves to ensure through reporting. You already mentioned a lot of activities, a lot of illegal disposal of garbage on drainage lines and at dark corners and at the wetland. Let us be really proactive to ensure that we report immediately. Because if we say that we are going to deploy law enforcement officers, they will not work 24 hours.
But have you ever taken
No, there are law enforcement officers.
You want to educate the citizens about how bad this
About sanitation, yes. We work through the health inspectors. And we have them assigned in both divisions.
They don't go there.
Like we had a very serious case here at Juba Market, yes. Before it was closed down. There was a serious concern where they could scoop water from the swamp
to cook.
So we went there, we engaged them very seriously. We assigned leadership at that market to take charge. And that's how we managed to control situations there. So in a similar manner, we are very much willing to reach out to communities that are defiant. We know as City Council we've passed a bill on garbage management. And it's a day, so Mr. General, it's a day.
They have not approved the ordinance.
No, we are waiting for the feedback. But from our level at this stage, we are done. Now we are waiting for the communication for it to come back and what?
Madam,
you might have to do
I believe
2 heaps of maram there which are not spread.
And I think you people are not.
But that is not our focus. Our focus is on garbage, and we have even suggested that you should go for community baraza. You can even go on radio.
Such are the things.
But such thing is also a garbage in town.
Now we shall discuss it.
That is very bad.
I think
we don't need to come and educate you how to do your work. That is the work. You want to do the work.
Located us.
We are not here to educate you. You are supposed to educate us.
No, we are here to work together.
No.
There is nothing like a
the reason why you're here. We know you are the best
by
person
you
to be
informing me of the heap you're educating me. You're informing me that there's a gap somewhere. We had started an intervention which has not been completed.
But no, what is the intention of pouring that thing?
And it's very important. You're now a whistleblower to us. If you've now mentioned it to me and you clearly stated the road is impassable, then it's my responsibility to contact the in-charge department to ensure that work is done there. So do your whistleblowing very well, but don't take it as your son.
Madam Mayor, I think it is okay Our petition
We
is
shall
going to
take it
open.
up.
Is going to open. Yeah.
In town,
When was it?
It has
I don't
been
know. We
like 2
just
weeks
saw
now.
it yesterday.
2 weeks is still there.
Anyway, here sometimes I don't
It's a
pass that
garbage,
area,
it's a garbage,
and it seems
everything.
most of you also don't pass there.
It has become
That's why you are not
even.
even seeing me.
People have become used to it now. People, you just know when they reach there, have to dodge that people of Mara.
But all the same, I think the people of Lira City has to be
No, we have to do a lot of
We have been
sensitization.
appreciative to the work we are doing. Really.
No, we have started with garbage,
tried.
and next time we come
We
because
came
of
when
the road.
Lira City was buried in garbage. You go to the main market, heaps were developing into heaps.
The mayor told me that's when he was campaigning
We've
here.
managed.
That if
And he has managed. He has managed.
He has not.
Compare it to the past
No, we
regime.
shall talk about
Just
that one
compare
when we have better time.
We've managed, and we are still trying very hard to ensure that we manage it perfectly well. This is what we are doing. But the community should understand that it's our responsibility. We generate this garbage. And now we've given them a modality of managing the garbage. Generate your garbage, package them well, deliver them to the what? To our contractors.
points.
Yes. So that we do not again begin building up heaps of what? Garbage. This is what we are fighting for. Let us take it
We
as
shall
our
sort it out. We shall sort it
I
out.
will try to respond very fast because it has been there for a long.
We try to hire. And it's hard to hire. Because we could contact an entity that we want to hire from, and their equipment are also engaged. Therefore, we need to sit and wait. We don't have anywhere maybe in the central government planning to provide Lira City road equipment. It is not there. It is just going to be out of our own initiative that we channel most of our monies, especially the local revenue, to ensure that we acquire road equipment. Otherwise, it is not simple for us.
You will work it out. Contented in the community.
We have not seen. We would appreciate, but we are not seeing the effort yet.
Yeah. Madam Mayor, what I know,
I am very
if you go out into the community and tell them what you are doing and what is remaining, they will understand.